In this video, I'll be walking you through how you can sign clients for your marketing agency without spending any money whatsoever. And what I'm gonna do is I'll walk you through every step that you need to take to make this happen. So finding the actual leads, people with budget, people who need what you're offering, exactly what to say to them. So what scripts to use, what messaging, the exact outreach process, so how everything comes together, and then how to create content that attracts them, builds trust, and then finally how you can scale once you do get cash flow from signing the client. So firstly, I want to tell you a quick story from when I was first starting with the agency and I was in the exact same situation. Now, this was a year straight out of high school and I decided, look, I didn't want to go to university. So because I didn't have anything to show, I said to my parents, I was like, look, just give me 1 year. I want to take a gap year. Let's just see if I can, do something in the meantime. And also, it was a time where it was the virus, and the way I explained it was, look, I don't want to take the chance, I don't want to get sick, so let me just take a gap year. In that time, I'll do everything in the meantime, and then a year later, then I can go study. Now, I had absolutely no intentions of that happening, but in that time, I just knew that I had to make it work. So because I was starting off, because I had no cash flow, my parents didn't give anything to actually invest in the business, as you can imagine, I was on YouTube. Right, I was looking at, okay, what are the best free methods to sign clients? What are the best cold email scripts? And I was just going through all of this free information, trying to find a solution to getting my first client. Because I knew that if I could get my first client and I could get them results, I'd be able to get more. Because I'd have a case study, I could use that to sign more and everything would be better. So my first goal was just, look, okay, I just need to get some clients in because I have no money, right? Couldn't even pay for the website or the Google stuff. So most of the content that I saw though, yes, they would give me some scripts, but most of them are outdated. Most of them, they didn't even give the script, but they just sent a link to their course to actually buy it from them. And I was just stuck, right? For 7 months, I couldn't get one booking, right? And this is someone who's booked over 9,000 calls now. I couldn't get a single booking in my first 7 months of running my agency, but I didn't stop. So after testing thousands of messages, after reading tons and tons of books, I pieced together kind of how to get the first bookings in. And I did that, I got my first bookings in. I was absolutely terrible at sales, but I did it. And what this looked like is I decided to use LinkedIn as my tool. Because I didn't have money, I couldn't use cold calling because it required a $9 Skype number per month that I couldn't afford. Because I couldn't get the email system, because that cost around $200-300 per month and I couldn't afford that, I chose LinkedIn. It is completely free. I could get the leads on there and everything was taken care of. So what I would do every single day is I would send outreach and I would post content. This was my hope. This was my hope to get my first client in. So I'm gonna walk you through the exact steps that I took and what I've helped over 100 other agencies to take to get clients in as fast as possible. So step one is about building an offer. And whenever I talk about offer, people always, they're like, oh, I don't want to do a guarantee. Oh, I can't promise this. I don't know what to expect. It's fine. All I mean when I talk about an offer is just having an outcome, right? Most people, they go in talking about their services. I do SEO, I do paid ads. But the problem with this is that people don't want paid ads. People don't want SEO. They don't care. They just want the outcome of what that is. So for you, when you have your service, let's say you offer paid advertising, all I want you to do is look around the market, look at the other people offering paid ads in your industry and just think, okay, what outcomes are they generating? If you have case studies, just leverage that. Just say, okay, you help this guy add an extra 70,000. Your offer becomes, I help, let's say wellness companies add an extra 70,000. That is your offer. All I want you to do is just get an outcome of what you're promising, right? So let's say you're doing lead generation for chiropractic. Just put a promised amount of leads that you can use and that'll be your outcome. It doesn't have to be perfect. The key point I want you to take away is that your offer isn't a guarantee. Your offer is an expectation of what you can get. So when I started out, I was doing appointment setting. I was helping marketing agencies. I said, look, I can help agencies get an extra 10 to 30 appointments every month on a pay and results basis. That was my offer. And what that meant was that, look, I haven't done this before, but I've seen other people doing it and they got around 20 appointments. So if I could get you 10 to 30, that's fine. And I said pay and results because I charge per booking. So in the same way a lot of my clients, they charge per lead that they get for their clients, you can do the same. And this is how you're gonna get the attention of your ideal clients as fast as possible. So honestly, just pick an outcome, pick a time frame, and pick a guarantee. You don't need to watch another video, don't need to buy some course. I promise you this will work. We do it all the time. So just pick something. Now that you have an offer, step two is around finding leads. You actually need people to reach out to. So what I want you to do, if you're looking to do this completely with no money at all, what I did was I chose a social media platform, which just meant the people who I wanted to target, I didn't have to buy some lead list. I didn't have to go into Fiverr and buy all this stuff. I didn't have to get a software. I literally just went on the platform and searched for them, right? Simplest thing ever. So what I want you to do is just based on your niche, pick a platform where you think they'd reside. In my case, I was going after agencies, so I chose LinkedIn because I just assumed business, they're there, right? Now, if you're going after, let's say, personal trainers, you'll use something like Instagram, right? They're most likely there showing their fitness stuff and everything. So just find them there and that's where you reach out to them. At this point, because I can't pick the niche for you while you're watching this, you just need to know this. And the thing is, if you don't know what platform your niche is going to be on, it's like you probably just need to do a bit more niche research because it's like a fundamental thing to know. So based on your understanding of your niche, pick the platform where you can find them, right? And that is literally it. That is how you find the leads. And then once you're on there, I mean, it really doesn't get that complicated. You just search for them. So, I mean, me on day one, LinkedIn, I went to the search bar and I literally just typed marketing agency and I found them, 100,000 of them. So it really isn't complicated. Even if you're using something like Instagram, dentist, like that is it. Now, if you're using something like, let's say, Facebook, then it may be a little bit more complicated. In these cases, let's say you're going after, dentist, home remodeling companies, things like that. You're most likely going to find these people in groups. This is what a lot of our clients do. And if you want the exact methods for finding everyone, the messaging, absolutely everything, just click the link in the description. It'll walk you through a free training on how we get results for agencies. But regardless, if you're using something like Facebook, you want to find groups of tools or softwares or anything that your ideal niche would use. So for example, most people, when they're using a tool like this, they'll literally go into Facebook and search chiropractor group. Obviously you'll get some chiropractors in there, but most likely all the other people offering marketing services are thinking, okay, chiropractors are in this group, I'm going to join these groups. And they just hammer them with outreach. So if you can take a more technical approach, let's say you're working with e-com brands. So you join a Klaviyo group. Klaviyo is just an email marketing tool that e-com brands use. If you join that group, you're more likely to find people who are actually interested in this, who can actually benefit from this, because many e-com founders, they want to learn Klaviyo. So you've got to take a relatively indirect approach. For everyone else, you can just search. Now, step 3 is around creating content. And I get this question all the time from our clients. They say, should I start a YouTube channel? Should I do all these things? Honestly, you can, but if you don't have much value to give, then it's just wasted attention, to be honest. So when I started, I chose LinkedIn. It wasn't some tactical, super thought out approach. I was just too scared to do YouTube and get on camera, and all the other platforms didn't look good. And if I did Instagram, my friends would probably see me and they'd make fun of me. Like, I just chose LinkedIn because of that. There wasn't some thought out thing. So for you, based on the platform that you choose, you just want to create useful content on there. Now, the key point and the principles that I can give, firstly, is stick to your niche, right? Don't try and do some agency owner day in the life making 3K, like no one actually cares. But at the same time, you want to speak in the micro. Don't talk about, here's 7 ways you can grow your business. Here are 5 ways you can generate more bathroom remodeling jobs for your company. Like super specific. I spoke about best outreach methods when I was doing this for agencies. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what do you actually create about? Simply put, just think about your client or your ideal client. Let's say you're working with agencies in my case. This is what I did. So I knew that the biggest problem I was solving was outreach. I was getting them more qualified bookings. All I did was I asked myself, what are the steps that I take to get them more booking? I build an offer, get them leads, I do outreach, I automate the process. I would just choose to speak about all of these small components. So if you could just map out the journey from starting working with you to getting results and all those micro steps in between, you have unlimited content that you can talk about. Then when you do this enough, you're gonna build the trust of your audience. They're gonna know you, they're gonna like you, they're gonna wanna book a call. When you're on the call, they're gonna be more interested. And because of this, you're just gonna sign a lot more clients. But you're also just gonna build this little following that's gonna make signing clients so much easier in the future. So a good recommendation is to post daily. And the thing is, once you start doing this, once you start signing clients, then you actually have a tangible thing to work on. Like you're actually working on a client account. And because of that, now your content can become, instead of this hypothetical thing of, if I did this, you could get this outcome. Now it's more so, okay, I did this for this guy, it worked, it got me this results. That becomes your content. Your content just becomes proof. And because your content is proof, it's gonna convert more. So the quicker you can get this first client, the easier it is to obviously make more content and then get more results from that. Now, step 4 is around outreach. So simply put, you're gonna find people in your niche, you just search for them, you're already posting content, so you attract some inbound. All you wanna do is just reach out to them. It really is that simple. And if you want a full guide on how to actually send outreach, I'll link the video as well. But follow that video, it's gonna walk you through exactly how to do it. But simply put, just send as much as possible. Right? I get people who ask me a question, they're like, oh, Ethan, I sent 10 messages, I got no responses. I'm like, you sent 10 messages, like you barely even started. So send as many as humanly possible. And when I talk about many, aim for 100 per day. Now, You might be thinking, okay, I can't send 100 per day. How am I going to do that? Go on another platform, make another account, get more inbound from content, whatever it takes to get to that point. And again, if you want the guide on how to send outreach, just watch the video called My Full Outreach Guide. But that's it. Some tips that I can give you based on running thousands of campaigns. If you're reaching out on social platforms, voice and video performs better than text, right? Every single person is reaching out to these prospects. So if you can send a simple voice note, and again, the video will explain, mentioning that you have an offer, that you could help them out, it's going to perform way better than anything else. So do that. I've had people who watch these videos and they tell me they're booking 1 to 3 calls every single day, right? So genuinely just apply it, use it, and I promise you it works. And then you might be thinking, why am I just giving all this info away? I'll be completely honest. I know that if you use this info, you're going to book calls, you're going to sign clients, will get you to 5, 10, 15K a month. And once you're ready, and once you want to scale, then we can help you get to 50, 100, 150K per month. So that goes on to scaling, step 5. Scaling involves using the money that you've gotten from signing these clients and reinvesting into ways to apply more leverage to the system. So simply put, all you're doing is once you start getting cash flow, you don't buy some Gucci bag, some trip to Mykonos, some Rolex. No, you put it back into the business. And what this looks like, the first way of doing it is automation. So for example, on LinkedIn, if you want to get more connections automatically, instead of sending it daily, you invest into automation tools that do it all for you. And again, every single thing I mentioned here in terms of scaling, how to do it, if you just click the link in the description, it'll walk you through our free training on how we add an extra 50 to 100K to agencies. But automation, that's one. The next is setters. So you can get people on a pure commission basis who can do all of this for you, and you just pay them $30 per booking, right? So let's say you make $5,000 from signing clients, you get a setter, you pay him $30 per booking, you sign another 2K client. Right? The ROI is insane. And then a step further is systems. So what this looks like is you have the automation running. You're getting bookings on autopilot. You have setters managing the entire process. All you're doing is just taking sales calls with qualified prospects. They're managing everything. Then all you need to do is get someone to manage the overall marketing system. So they'll see the automation, they'll see the setters, they'll manage everything. And genuinely, all you need to do is take the calls. And eventually, once you get enough calls, you get a rep who can take it all for you. So it'll be the case, genuinely, that you are booking meetings on autopilot. You are closing deals on autopilot. And the thing is, if you could just book 10 calls per week and you close at 20 to 30%, which isn't even high, you could be signing 2, 3, 4 clients every single week. And that's how you can really unlock scale and see your business scale to the 30K, the 50K, the 100K.